We're getting Imogen drunk. Cheers, Imogen.
Thursday,
Live at 5.
July
It's drink day
With
here.
well, I didn't even know, but apparently it is now.
We didn't know, but there's sangria.
Apparently, yes. Anyway, very special guest today, Adam Kantor from FIDDLER.
And Malta Citizen.
All right, so you were somewhere exciting last night.
Oh yeah, I went to see Runaways.
I prepped you.
I've never like. I love that. I'm already drunk. That vinyl, the old Runaways album,
Yeah.
the big shoe, the Converse, and the kids on it.
Okay.
Anyway, I never knew what it was. I mean, I just knew it was about like it's very 70s. But oh my God, the cast. First of all, I interviewed MJ Rodriguez.
Yeah, that's on the site. Have a look. After you've
Yes.
seen this,
She
go watch
is
that.
fabulous, and I remembered how great she was in Red.
Yeah.
Like, and it totally reminded me the energy but the entire cast. There's a lot of like little Muppets you probably know if you love Muppets. Little Muppets from Broadway shows. There's the School of Rock.
Oh.
She's in it.
Oh, what?
She's in
Isabella?
it. The diva.
Isabella.
She.
Oh, okay.
Bobby?
She wanted to take Live at 5 with her
Bobby.
father.
Bobby.
Yeah. Amazing. And then like the little kid from Matilda. A lot of recognizable
Okay.
Broadway faces, but then a lot of kids they just like plucked out of schools, and the energy is incredible.
Amazing.
And
Well,
it's
well
a nice
done,
little.
Encores yet again. They are amazing what they do over there.
This off-center series is really
Yeah.
cool. I'm really digging. Like it's different. I like, and it's shaking it up because the encores. Let's face it, can be a little dull, right? They do musicals that we. I'm sorry. I don't care if I thought it was funny, but they do musicals.
One sip.
No, but I'm
sangria,
saying
and
they
then
do
you're
like
off.
these big musicals that they're like, let's rediscover a musical, and you're like, I already knew that one. But Runaways is like a show that deserves to have
Rediscover.
one of these productions.
Okay,
So
well done,
I
everyone.
applaud them,
I
and Janine
think-
Tesori, who is leading this whole thing over there. So
Well done.
anyway,
Should we talk about Ariana Grande?
yes,
Oh
this is
my
genius.
word.
I have to say this. I
Doesn't
think
really
this is
get
like
any
the
better than
perfect convergence of role and performer. I mean, it's hilarious because I can just picture her with the gum and the side
pigtails
looks and the hair. I just feel like she's alady doing Penny Pingleton.
And the thing with
Checkerboard
Kristen Chenoweth.
checkerboard checking out.
I mean,
and
the Kristen Ariana moments are going to be priceless. I mean,
This-
the gifts
yeah.
already will be
this
making. Oh, my
actually could be
goodness.
one of the most brilliant live musical theater castings that's ever happened. So,
Yeah. So
and
we-
she has
we already
Broadway
know.
cred, people. She
Yeah,
was
she
in
does.
13. She was in 13.
She can sing.
Oh yeah.
She can
Yeah,
sing,
yeah.
which really helps with these
Yeah.
live
Oh no, she has
musicals.
all the chops. So,
we're looking forward
so
to
that is super exciting.
Okay, so just broke 5 o'clock today. Celia Keenan-Bolger, Joel Grey, Tabby Gevinson, John Glover, Harold Perrineau, and
From
more,
Lost.
many more, will be joining Diane Lane in the Cherry Orchard on Broadway. It starts preview September the 15th. I mean, this is an incredible cast.
So highbrow.
And great for Celia to be back on Broadway. She's had a baby, so wonderful to have her back on the Great White Way. She's lovely.
Chris Imogen wants to know, this is a very important question.
Hmm.
What do you think of the Cats revival?
Okay, so next week.
Imogen Lloyd Webber, what do you think of the Cats revival?
Everybody else that is going on a work trip, and I was like, can't go on work trip. The first preview of Cats is happening on
Yeah.
Broadway. I am so overexcited. So
yeah.
I become a 3-year-old. It's
Yeah.
just, this is my show.
I'm
like the
excited
other
to
ones,
see
Dad,
it.
I mean, whatevs.
New
but
choreography?
this one-
Some new choreography.
Yeah, from Andy Blankenbuehler, who won the Tony for choreographing Hamilton.
Yes,
Little Show You
and
Might
in
Have
the
Heard of,
Heights
and
too,
in
I
the Heights
believe.
Too, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And,
But
yeah, a lot
but
of
don't worry,
things.
Trevor has been around. So Trevor has been in
Trevor
New York
Nunn.
the past 3 weeks. So
Okay.
everything you did love about Cats will
What
still
about
be
Dad?
there.
Is Dad around?
Dad has been, and then he's coming back soon.
He's been in the litter box.
Well, so he can sort out, the final touches of the sound and everything for the pretty cats.
So you're gonna go to the first preview?
Oh God, yeah.
Okay, I can't
Well,
wait to
second
hear.
that, I'm going to be there all the time.
Okay, good. Me too. I can't wait.
And I'm hanging out with the press agent tonight just to make sure that I can get tickets all the time.
I think you can.
Okay, right. We're
think you
moving
have
on.
an in.
All right, so moving on. Odds and ends today. The incredible list of Tony winners: Cheetah Rivera, Norbert Leo Butts, Kelly O'Hara, Jesse Mueller, Brian Stokes Mitchell.
How do you say her name? I love it. It's so fancy.
Cheetah Rivera.
Yeah, I love it. It's
How
just
do you
good.
say it?
It's just Cheetah Rivera.
Cheetah.
You
Well, that's
just- yeah.
because Americans do D's instead of T's.
Okay. Cheetah. Yeah. you're
Water
right.
rather
You're
than
right.
water.
Sarah just said, Adam Cantor, yay! We'll get it. We'll get to
Sorry,
him.
I was fangirling over
We'll get
cats.
to
Somebody
him.
asked me about cats. What was I supposed to
So
do?
all these people, I'm sorry to
All
interrupt.
those people are going to Orlando to do From Broadway with Love, a benefit concert for Orlando on July the 25th.
Yeah.
And that will obviously honour the 49 victims. And that's scheduled for July the 25th at the Dr. Phillips Centre for the Performing Arts in downtown Orlando.
But the night before.
The night before, which we read about yesterday, the Fun Home cast will be performing Fun Home, a concert version, at the same venue.
So everyone's just go to Orlando for a few days.
Yeah, basically. You'll
And
see all your
see a lot of
favorites.
Broadway people, and that's awesome.
There's also some teaser art for Beauty and the Beast, which we put in odds and ends today. Now listen, Disney.
And what did you say? You were just like, what did you say? You said teaser art's boring. It's boring. It's
This
boring.
puts the tease.
You're not
into
excited by
teaser.
teaser art.
There's no Emma Watson.
No, it's
There's
a picture
no
of a rose
Audra
under
McDonald.
glass. You've seen it before.
Really, Disney?
Really?
No, really, don't do it. But give us something.
I think this movie's going to be huge.
I think it's going to be huge, but I don't want to tease a thing of a rose. I want to see what Emma Watson looks like, and I want to see what the Beast looks like.
Right. Right.
And Audra. I want to know what Audra looks like.
You want to see Audra as the wardrobe?
Yes, I'm interested to see what Audra McDonald looks like as the
That
wardrobe.
should have been the
Aren't you?
teaser poster, just that. Audra as the wardrobe.
We would have loved that. That's
We would have loved it.
loved that.
Yes, absolutely.
Just saying.
What do you think the
Anyway,
next live
Disney.
action Disney movie will be? Aladdin, maybe?
Isn't Aladdin's in the works? There's something else in the
I don't know.
works.
Something.
Mermaid.
It's just going to happen now. They're all
I
going
think
to make.
Mermaid might be. There's a whole load of them in the works.
Right.
It's a thing now. It's gonna
David
go on for the rest of
Coronado
our
said,
time.
Imogen's right. Show us something new.
Thank you, David. Quite. Okay. Right, Fresh Face. Phantom Fresh Face.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Donica. So he's Raoul.
He's Raoul.
Yes.
The new Raoul.
Yeah.
Um,
He's a little. He says in his video that he imitates that one of his party tricks is to impersonate Obama, which made me want to watch him do that.
As Raoul.
Or Brian Stokes Mitchell.
Okay.
He's very, very, very handsome. He looks very commanding.
Well, that's what you want from a Raoul.
Yeah, totally.
That's what you need.
Yeah, sometimes
Right.
they turn into phantoms, don't they?
Sometimes.
Some John
Sometimes.
Cudia, who I went to
There you
college
go.
with, did that path.
Did the
Shout out to John Cudia.
There we go. Right, that's probably enough from me. I think we.
You go take your
my
your
sampling.
booze. Let's get Adam Kantor
Falling
in
off
here
the stool.
from the cast of
Bye.
Fiddler on the Roof. Welcome. There you are. Oh, you have some booze too.
You know what? It's Thursday. I don't know what that
Hello.
means.
Do you have a show? Are you heading to the theater?
Yeah, I got a show,
But
but I
you-
got some time. It's
But
okay.
but it's okay to drink a few
Cheers.
hours before the show. Cheers.
I had a day. I just need to, it's really
What
wild.
happened today?
Well, what's exciting is I just bought my first closet, I call it, because it's that small. I bought a closet in
You
New
bought an
York, in
apartment?
Manhattan. Yeah.
You're an
So,
adult.
I'm an adult.
Fiddler money, huh?
Well, yeah, sure. No, but it's like, what I can afford right now is a closet, which is great. It's mine. I own it.
Uh-huh.
But now I'm like figuring out how to make this closet livable. So there's like all this crazy, amazing, transforming furniture.
Oh, right. Like origami.
It's
To
crazy.
turn everything can fold into like.
Like, do you ever
That's cool.
hear this place, Resource Furniture, in
No,
New York City?
but I'm into that. I
they-
love the idea of it.
It is insane what you can do.
Yeah.
And now micro apartments are like the trend, and
Yeah.
all over the world.
And little mini homes too. What do they call those?
Yes.
Those tiny homes.
Oh, prefab home. You
Everything's
ever-
tiny. Everything's small.
On Instagram, prefab homes. It's
Yeah.
amazing. I mean, now I have like a
Yeah.
fetish for like small spaces and what you can do with it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You're a thin guy. You'll be fine. You can't gain any weight though once you're in there.
Thank you.
Wait, hold on. They're flipping out.
Yeah. They're
Kate
flipping.
loves your vlog. I loved your vlog too. Thank you again for giving us that amazing vlog.
The vlog was fun.
Motel Citizen.
Don't you
Irene said Northwestern Theater grad. Go
Oh,
Cats.
cool. Go Cats.
The musical or is it Cat?
That
No.
is great. No, it's Wildcats. The Northwestern
Wildcats.
Wildcats.
Okay, I'm
but
sorry.
It's funny you're talking about cats. We at Fiddler are very excited for cat.
Yeah.
Really, me.
Me too.
And Melanie, if you watched the vlog, you saw Melanie Moore and I have this thing we do called Meowsner, which is like
Oh.
Meisner, except we just stare at each other and meow like cats.
Yes.
Which is a sort of a warm-up ritual. But no, we, once in a while I'll just like creep behind somebody like, boop, 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 boop. Or like, backstage, are you blind when you're born? Or just like, from one wing to the other, just like Brant Martinez and I are on opposite sides at one point, in opposite wings, just like, and, oh yeah, can't wait for the cast.
Speaking of booze, Leah said, have you ever tried to attempt a bottle dance performed at your wedding?
Have you ever
tried to do the bottle
do
dance?
the bottle
Speaking
dance?
of booze, oh, I get it. The bottles are booze.
No,
I
actually.
thought you were just gonna ask if you've done it drunk.
I haven't. I should try.
Julia loves Fiddler on the Roof. So do I. No, this is a great production. How are all those
I
kids
love
over
it.
there? I love that whole cast.
It's such a good group.
They're so
talking
much
to them
fun.
last night. It's just like a really warm energy backstage. It's like
Yeah.
it's good. It's just a good, solid group of people. And of course, it starts at like Danny and Hecht are just the
Right.
the menschiest
Right.
of all menschiest.
The menschiest
So, you
parents
know.
around. What's your favorite part about being motel or model, if you prefer?
I mean, because we're talking about the people, honestly, right now, I have to say the people are just, like,
The people.
freaking fantastic. And I love, and just in terms of the character, I love that this guy is one of the best arcs ever written for musical theater. You know, you have, like,
Yeah.
this guy who is so low in confidence and is trying to find his place and becomes a man, which is beautiful. And that song, I mean, come on, to get to sing that song
Oh yeah.
is amazing.
Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Does it stick with you? It's a very catchy song.
And it's been cool to get to know, like, actually right now I'm doing a workshop of a new musical with John Cariani, who played Model in the Last
Yes,
Revival.
I know.
And
What is that? Can you tell us, or is it a secret? Did you have to sign confidentiality?
No, it's the fall. I mean, I could talk about the workshop I'm doing right now, which is it's a new piece that's going to be at the Atlantic in the fall.
Oh, cool.
This doesn't mean I'm doing it in the fall,
Right.
but just the reading
Yeah, you're doing a
is
reading.
of it's called The Band's Visit. It's by Idemar Moses and David Yazbek, and David Cromer's directing it.
David Yazbek, he's my favorite.
He's incredible. This is my first time working with him. He's
also funny on Twitter.
And Vine, he showed me a Vine that
He does Vines?
Yeah, I didn't even know Vine was like still. I thought Snapchat like took over the Vine.
David Yazbek is keeping Vine alive.
Truly, he showed me a Vine. If you haven't seen this, look at David Yazbek doing. I can play 12 musical instruments on Vine, and it's like this really quick snaps of things that aren't even instruments. Like one is him peeing, like like it's very, very, very.
Would you
fun.
do a Full Monty revival? Would you be into that?
I don't know if I would want to show it. You know,
want to show it. It's not like hair; you can't choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I'd have to see
That'd
who's
be a-
directing. I'd have to talk to the lighting designer. Just like
Even for a great role, you wouldn't want to show it.
have a conversation. Yeah, I don't know. Paul, would you do it?
Alex, I'm not an actor. Alex said Miracle of Miracles was great. I'm
Thank
sure
you.
it is every time you do it.
I don't know. Every time.
I just screamed because you said my name, Hulea, but it's pronounced Hulea. I don't know what that
Why do
means.
you think it just says?
Okay, well, yay! I'm glad you're screaming. Any onstage mishap? People love to hear about people screwing up.
Well,
What's the last time you screwed up?
I mean, I screw up every day so many times.
Really?
Screw up. It's sort of a theme of my life. Cheers. No, I mean, mishaps. You know, stuff happens all the time. It's live theater. It's
What
the
about
beauty
inside
of live
jokes?
theater.
Are there inside jokes?
Non-stop.
Well, we saw a little bit of that in the blog. I mean, you can just tell from that group.
Yeah, non-stop. And shenanigans left and right.
Shenanigans.
You know, if you're sitting up close, you might see some shenanigans. You know, it just happens.
What's your pre-show ritual? Colleen is dying to know.
Oh, well, the Meowsner
Right,
is a thing.
yeah.
Meowing in general is a thing. I'm sure we're all going to take a group outing to see cats. I'm more interested in promoting cats today.
Hey, I actually know this guy. I know this guy, Max Blondman. He's asking.
Wait, Max Blumman?
Yeah, he's asking.
Oh my God!
Hey, Max.
Hey,
How you
Max.
doing? He's asking, what do you do during intermission? Intermission. What do you do?
Well, Max
Does
knows.
he know what you do? Is
Max-
that why it's a joke? Is it an
Yeah.
inside joke?
Well, often I will get naked and eat a babka.
Wow. Okay.
Well, what happens is I have to get naked because I have to take my Act 1 clothes off, so that's like a thing. I'm gonna be naked, and then
Because you're naked at the top of Act 2.
Right, because
I forgot that
it's a
part.
very avant-garde production in which model is completely naked throughout Act 2.
Not true.
And what happens is there's usually babka somewhere,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
I really like the babka from Brett's Bakery. It's out of control.
Okay.
And so sometimes I find myself like naked in my room eating babka, and I think that's funny.
And you tell
And-
Max about
and
it?
Max knows about that.
Okay. What about, people are talking about the last 5 years. You were in that last 5 years off Broadway.
Oh, I was in that.
Remember that
Oh my
show,
God.
the show that never really quite works, but it was really good. But you know what I mean.
How am I supposed to respond to that, Paul?
It's such a great, but you were wonderful. You were in that
Thank
with
you.
Betsy Wolf.
Thanks.
And
Yeah.
people love the album. Somebody was just talking about the album. That album is
Yeah.
available.
Well, we love doing it. We're hoping to do a concert version of it maybe in the fall, winter.
You and Betsy?
Yeah, we were talking about because we love to sing it. We love each other.
Isn't she
It's
busy?
like-
Isn't she in every new musical?
She's in every new musical, but we do them.
She'll find time for you?
Yeah.
For her
Well,
ex?
you know, we'll
For
each-
her ex?
yeah.
That guy that broke
Yeah,
her heart?
Exactly. Right. Now be on the lookout. I think it'll make it happen.
Jeffrey said, you were great in the show last month.
You see
I'm
it
hearing
this
different
month,
things
and
about
then see
July.
what- yeah.
June was a strong month.
July
for
is
Tony
weird.
Fever. Tony Fever.
Yeah. No, it's gotten weirder. So check it out.
You and Bessie were great, Irene says.
Thank you, Irene.
What's your favorite show you've ever been in? Alana. What about one we don't maybe know? Tell me about some crazy thing you did before
You know
we
what was?
knew you.
I have a funny story too. Going back to the mishap thing and favorite
Yeah.
show. One of the things I loved doing in college, I was Bobby and Company.
Oh,
and
that'd be good. Is there any bootleg of that?
I'm trying to track it down for this very reason. What I'm about to tell
Okay.
you is because we would do these we do an 8 o'clock show and an 11 o'clock show. Okay, for because student theater.
An 11 o'clock show of Company?
PM of Company,
Wow.
yeah. Oh, and you better believe it was packed, and people were there
Okay.
with flasks and the rest. So at Northwestern, so we did the 8 o'clock show. It went great. I'm in the bathroom just sort of changing and sort of taking a minute before the 11 o'clock show, but I didn't.
You were
I guess
naked eating bobs.
yeah, I was naked eating. No, so but I guess I didn't tell the stage manager that I was doing that, and then.
Okay.
I'm like, no one's come to get me yet. I guess I've got time, whatever. So I'm just sort of chilling. The director comes bolting in. Where are you? This show starts. And if you don't know, the show starts with Bobby's surprise party. You go, surprise!
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Bobby's supposed to be there. Oh my God, I didn't know this was happening,
Right.
And so the show starts, the overture, da-da, da-da, Bobby, 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 lights up, surprise! And I'm not there. But nobody's there. And so the director bolts in, where are you? The show's starting! You have to be on stage right now! And I bolt onto this.
What was wrong with
They
you? You just
decided,
forgot.
I saw the bootleg later.
Yeah.
They decided, this is what happened. They were like, lights up, surprise! And then this weird thing, and then people was like, where is he? So, Bobby, are you here? Where? And then they were looking at each other, what do we do? And then one person said, okay, I'll never forget, Jake Cohen is his name. Jake Cohen said, okay, you know what? Let's just go and we'll come back on again and maybe Bobby will be here. And they're like, okay, let's do it. So they left. They did the entire overture again. Da-da. They just started right over. Bobby, ba 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 ba. And then lights up, surprise! And then there I am. And I have never seen a group of people so overjoyed, happy. There's complete relief that I was there.
Was that your greatest college theater moment?
It was pretty cool.
It's up there.
It was
Definitely up there.
pretty cool. Yeah.
You have a favorite snack? Colleen might want to drop some off for you.
A favorite snack? Oh, I don't know. Well, no, please no more babka. Overrun with rugula babka.
If you could be in a Broadway show with your grandmother, which would it be?
You know what? My grandma did a night with me in Rent. This was kind of amazing. She did, it was Broadway Cares fundraising season.
Okay.
And so
we were giving away walk-ons?
We were auctioning off walk-ons. My grandma did not win, but the stage manager felt bad and also really liked my grandma and was like, you know what, we'll do an extra night for grandma. So we did a night where grandma, at the time, she's 93 now, so this is 6 years ago. She was in her late 80s. She was in the life support scene with me.
Oh my God.
And that's up on a high loft, so
Yeah.
we would
Yeah.
practice every night, for weeks before. She was so nervous and excited, and I said, let's practice walking up the stairs and doing. And you walk, it's da 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 da, and it's Pam, Steve, hi, I'm Angel. It's all to a beat, walking in,
Right.
And so we practiced every day. It was Pam, Steve, Lucille is her name, okay? They would added a measure for, and I was like, we gotta get this. They put a mic on her.
Lucille.
And so of course in the night of, it's da 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 da, Pam, Steve, Lucille. Didn't work.
She
but
nailed it.
She got, what? We made it work. Oh, and this was really good. She wanted to make her own costume, and so she said, I don't know. So I made a shirt for my
Like an
Broadway
Alphabet
debut.
City look?
Yeah.
What
For
was that
87-year-old advanced style Lucille, she made this white shirt, and she meant to draw a peace sign on it, but it was the Mercedes-Benz.
Stop. Which
Yeah.
actually might fit more.
Yeah.
Alphabet City,
So
especially
we're
today.
we're gonna want to just finish that
Wow.
line to make it a peace sign. And here she was, like, in an AIDS, in like an HIV life support
her
group.
getting support.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, that was great. Like, having her.
I love her.
It was such a special thing to, like, do it with her.
You were on Broadway with her.
Yeah, with my grandma. How many people can say that? You've got, like these
none.
siblings, you got the Grandes and the Keenan Bolgers,
Yeah.
and, but, like, grandma, grandson in the same show at the same time?
No.
That's pretty rare.
Lucille.
By the way, going back to that Ariana Grande, I know you guys were talking about, I was reminiscing how at one point I went to Disney World with Ariana Grande and Amanda Bynes, who played Penny in the last Hairspray. So can you imagine?
Wow.
Just imagine you get Disney World.
How did that happen? Are you friends with them?
Well, back in the day, I was doing. Do you remember Broadway in South Africa?
Yeah.
It was like this project
totally.
I was doing with.
Yeah. I remember you were always out of the country.
Yeah, I was always in South Africa.
Yeah.
And one of the people who was really involved it was Ariana and Frankie were involved.
Yeah.
So, I don't remember why we went to Disney with.
You got tight. And how did Amanda Bynes end up there?
She was around.
They know her. They know her.
She was around.
They know her.
Oh, you know why? Because at the time Ari was doing that Nick show, and Amanda was part of the Nick world.
All right.
So I had a very Penny.
That was a random
Disney
story. Do you
adventure.
have any photos you can share
I
on
probably
Instagram?
could pull them up off of like.
Today would be a hot day to share that photo. If you want something like trend, a social media photo that
Today
might
would be a
trend.
hot day to share that.
And literally hot.
It really is. So many
wait,
paragraphs.
I want to get back to your apartment. There's too many questions. There's too many. You have too many fans.
I'm
but
from
let's
South
just, We've been
Africa.
talking. Hey, South Africa. He's gonna. Do you want to go back down there after
I
FIDDLER?
really do. I really do.
But wait, I want to get back to your apartment for a minute.
Okay.
So you're buying collapsible things
from Resource Furniture. They're out of control. Go to their website. They have like a table that can it's like living in Transformers. This little console can become a huge dining room table, or like this Murphy. It's a amazing couch that can pull out and become this recliner sofa, and the bed comes over it and it lifts up for storage.
I used to have a Murphy bed. Murphy beds are awesome. Are you getting one?
This is what I'm getting.
You have to. Okay.
Yeah, I have to. I literally have to.
Well, congratulations on your closet.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
nice.
you.
You don't have any pets, do you? They're asking if you have pets. I'm worried about the space.
No, I mean I have imaginary ones, but not.
Okay.
Well, Grandma has a little Shih Tzu named Suki, which she carries around every day. Match, Yeah, it's a
Okay.
whole thing. It's a whole thing. Yeah, actually, Grandma on Broadway.com? No, I don't think she was. That should happen though.
Yeah, just send me a photo.
She
I'll
was
put her
on Playbill, I think, for
I'll
something.
put her on immediately. I don't know what that is. Favorite show to binge watch before we go? We've already run over.
Oh my
because you're so
God!
entertaining.
Oh my goodness! A binge. Right now, okay. Well, Breaking Bad was gonna come on,
Okay.
please. Right now, I'm watching Chef's Table on Netflix, which I think is incredible.
What is that? I've seen it on there, but
Incredible.
I've never clicked on it.
Each episode is sort of this in-depth look at a world-renowned chef and goes into their artistry and their philosophy
Wow.
behind. It really looks at cooking as art and food as sort of beyond what food, like as a very meaningful part of life. And
Wow, that's not boring.
it's not boring. Food,
Okay.
art, it's the same. You ever see Euro Dreams of Sushi? Like a few years
Yeah,
ago?
yeah.
It's the same people that did the documentary.
Oh, okay.
It's highly artful and the cinematography is incredible. Recommend it.
This is what I love about Facebook Live. Will, who just said, "Yes, Breaking Bad!" As you're going on.
Breaking Bad.
the
How
food.
about Jessica
It's
Hecht in
real.
Breaking Bad too, bringing it full circle to FIDDLER.
Wow, look at that. People are now saying how many dogs they have. It's getting confusing. Anyway, thank you as always for stopping by.
Cheers.
I'm almost gone. I just got fruit. I have fruit left. It's always a pleasure. You can stop by whenever you want.
Thank you.
And if
Great
you
to
want
be
to
here.
start vlogging, just let us know.
I want to do another episode. We'll do one.
Yeah, let's do some special episodes maybe. You into that?
Yeah.
Is that an on-camera commitment?
Okay, at least one.
Maybe one.
Maybe
You did
one.
a really good job. You were really wonderful at it. So
had
bye,
a good
Jeffrey.
time.
Jeffrey's like goodbye.
Goodbye, Jeffrey.
So Live at 5 will be back on Monday. Tomorrow's our day off. Let us have a few days. We're still recovering from the Tonys, and you can check out this guy.
Still recovering.
Yeah, it was a rough.
That
one.
was a rough
You can
night.
check out this guy at Fiddler on the Roof. He
Yeah.
plays Motto. Am I saying it right?
The Taylor. Yeah, you know what? At this point, it's like however you
Whatever.
want to say it.
Whatever.
It's fine.
Just go see it.
Motto.
At the Broadway Theater, it's enormous. It's an enormous theater,
It's
so
huge.
go see it and bring all your friends. Okay, bye everyone. See you tomorrow, Monday.